You don't drink tea, you take tea. And you don't eat soup, you drink soup. What? Many students have told me that this is what they learned in school. And the first time when someone told me this, I was shocked and confused because this is not true. If you have a cup of tea and you take the tea and you put it into your mouth and you swallow it, that is not taking tea, that is drinking tea. If you have a bowl of soup and you use a spoon to put the soup into your mouth and you swallow it, that is not drinking soup, that is eating soup. So I did some research and I talked to some English teachers to make sure that I am not crazy. And before I continue, if this is your first time watching one of my videos, please make sure to click subscribe button. Okay, here is my conclusion. 1. I am not crazy. 2. You can take tea, but it's not the same as drinking tea. Like I said earlier, if you have a cup of tea, you pour the tea into your mouth and you swallow it. That is drinking tea, not taking tea. You could also say having tea. So, why are some teachers telling their students drink tea is wrong? And they should say take tea instead. Well, firstly, unfortunately, they are just wrong. You drink liquids. So there is no problem with saying drink tea. Secondly, they are probably a little bit confused. Take tea is something that some people say in English, but it doesn't mean drink tea. Taking tea is taking a break, sitting down in your garden, your parlor, a hotel, a restaurant, and drinking tea with scones, biscuits, sandwiches, etc. It's not just drinking a cup of tea in your kitchen in the morning. And I could be a tiny bit wrong about some of those details because I'm not a native speaker and I don't do this. But I just want you to understand take tea means take a break to have tea. And when you are talking about putting tea into your mouth, that is drinking tea or having tea. So, drinking tea or having tea is much more common than taking tea. But I've heard a native speaker says, I will take tea. What about that? And yeah, you too have probably heard the same, and that is just because native speakers use I will when they are ordering something or selecting something. I will take tea just means I would like tea. But what about how do you take your tea? That just means do you want cream or sugar in your tea? And if so, how much? 3. You can drink soup, but usually you eat soup. Most of soups have meat, noodles, vegetables, or beans in them. Do you drink potatoes? Do you drink chicken? No, you don't. You eat them. So, if your soup has pieces of meat, vegetables, noodles, or beans in it, you don't drink it. You eat it. Yeah, but sometimes you have soup that is just liquid and there are no pieces of anything in it. However, if you have a cup or bowl of broth, clear liquid, without pieces of anything in it, and instead of using a spoon, if you hold the bowl or cup directly to your face and drink like this, then I would call it drinking soup. But my point just is that it's not wrong to say eat soup. In fact, we almost always say eat soup. Just like we almost always say drink tea or have tea, not take tea. Yeah, that's all for today. So if you find this video useful, share it with your friends and leave a comment. Thanks for watching.